Red Prison, a revisit, and it's been a while. There's a lot of things going on out in the world of the Magic meta here in Modern, and we're going to give it a try. We've actually gone all the way back to Lucky 7 Moons, and we're going to be adding more Karn here. Hey Casey, thank you for the 100 bits. So more Karn means more artifacts mean more shenanigans with the artifacts, and we'll see what we can do. My biggest fear here is running into Prowess and Burn, and that's why we've got 3 Dragon's Claws, which is actually a card that I felt was not necessary. We can't get Chalice of the Void out as quickly though anymore, and so Dragon's Claw may be a necessary evil. We'll see. We're hoping to run into some of the Jund Death Shadow tonight, and maybe some of that Burn, to see how it works. A lot of options out there in the meta. We'll see if we can lock them out. Let's go. Let's go. I should probably put my headset on. Who needs a headset? Oh no. Do I not have play points? Tickets it is. Off we go. Let's play some Magic. The meta is super diverse right now, and it's really good for the meta. There's been a few YouTube comments that think that I'm joking about that being healthy. Joke's on you. Everyone gets to play whatever they want. 3-2 is the new 5-0. Have I considered opening a chest? No, they're bad. They're bad. Thank you for starting the hype train as well. Everyone's a Jund player in my heart. Simian died so that we can have a diverse meta. Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to keep this opener. It's got Blood Moon here on turn 2. We're going to lead off with the Scavenger Grounds and confuse my opponent. Let's make it happen. You have 100,000 points and would spend them all to have you open 5 chests. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is that Aspiring Spikes? Howdy, partner. All right, opponent, you're going to get Blood Mooned. Get ready. Get ready. All right, Scavenger Grounds. Go ahead, opponent. Just start a poll, 4-1 or 0-5? Nope. Spire. Chromatic Star. Karn looks great here. We are going to wait a turn to probably get Karn out faster. I don't know, should we? What if they have... What if they have a Thoughtseize? Yeah, I can probably get Karn out later. Let's go ahead and whoops. Let's play Blood Moon. We said Blood Moon on turn 2, let's do it. There, now you have some sweet mana. They can still Thoughtseize us. That's okay with us. We'll get good. You're guessing it's Hammer Time? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Making some red mana here. New Star. That's it. Ritual effect. Ritual. No ritual. All right. Play Bridge past turn. 100 biddies. Ellis Dad Tyler, thank you. Thank you. Opponent uses a Mishra's Bauble, and we're about to probably lock this first opponent out. Ironic I don't have that many Abrades. I took 1 out at least. Bauble trigger. Maybe. Making red mana. Doesn't want to make red mana. Making red mana. Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle in the dark here. Karn the Great Creator is the name. In the dark. In the dark. Alright, well, we'll play Karn here and pass the turn. What a good call. Karn's still pretty good here. Just as a solid 4-mana Stony Silence. Alright, they got a spell bomb. Go ahead, opponent. I've just got these sweet lands. Don't ban me, I'm not the opponent. 2 mana, Goblin Engineer. That seems reasonable to me. Too bad. Banned. Spyro seems nice here. Nah, we don't need Spyro here. It's Wurza at this point. Pretty confident it is. We'll go ahead and empty our hand and see if my opponent can beat us from here. They have less cards than me. We could mill them out. We actually have no way to get rid of that Pithy Needle main deck. So that's kind of a thing. Hey Grayus, thank you for the 200. Helping the hype train along. I'm gonna get those emotes. We'll see what emotes we get. Opponent concedes because even though they named Karn that great creator, Karn still the best Stony Silence 2021. Let's go. Let's go. All right, these are needed. Probably can bring one of that in. This is okay. Still like all of this. Probably just cut the Maze Mine Tomes, honestly. Just like do that and go boom. Twitch is saying you can't use PayPal. Apparently I missed the train. Missed the train. We didn't get on the train. Apparently we didn't hit the level. We didn't get anything. It went choo-choo goodbye. Bye, train. All right, we're up a game against this opponent. What do we think they're going to do to us? Name Karn again? That's fine. We got these cool chalices. Might throw Chalice on 0. No, it's okay, Casey. It's all right, Casey. Don't worry about Casey. It'll be fine, Casey. This hand's fantastic. We'll keep this. The train only cares when you can buy a ticket. So we're going to keep this. I've got the Abrade. I've got a Slagstorm to get rid of some of the creatures. We got the Magus of the Moon. We got the all-important Chandra, Torch of Defiance here. My opponent puts an Engineered Explosives on 0. What? Why? Why? Just so they can make blue? I guess so. Thanks to the train, you got Lolfrog. It's Lolfrog. All right, we could put them out of colored mana here. You can also just wait. Metalcraft incoming. You didn't get an emote in your last 2. That's why you take the Metro. The poor train. What are we gonna do? Goblin Engineer here? Probably Slagstorm then. Slagstorm, work our way up to Magus. See what they get here. Sword of the Meek. Sword of the Meek. This may be actually Ritual Magus. I'm a little scared of what they could do here. They can make this pretty big. I don't think I care about that. Kind of want to just Abrade this. Let's go ahead and kill the Goblin Engineer, and then if I get the opportunity to, we'll just get a Karn out here. Karn up, just blow up Engineered Explosives and chill with the Big Daddy out there. Just chill. Yep. Ooh, Island. Island. Uh-oh. This is Thopter. Thopter Foundry. Da 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 da. All right. Well, this should be okay. We're still gonna go ahead and Ritual out here. Karn should be fairly safe. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Should get rid of engineered. They do. Still gonna go up a ticking. Up a ticking. And here could go on the sword briefly here. I'm definitely going up. It probably doesn't matter to get the sword here. It's probably just a no target and like move on with our lives, and then like Slagstorm targeting this and blowing up the world. Yeah, the target's hurt. The only thing I could think of is maybe doing the target here of the sword. It makes it so it does 3 here, but then they split. I'd love to be able to Magus next, but I think I'm gonna have to Slagstorm first here. We'll see, we'll see. This is taking 2, going down to 4. Flooded Strand means they can go get another island, so Magus isn't as important right now. Oh yeah, we're Slagstorming. We're Slagstorming. They got nothing on me. There's a Tezzeret. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, we're gonna try to get rid of the Foundry here with the Slagstorm, because it's the best value that I've got here. So deal 3 damage to each creature. Goodbye, creatures. Please no counterspell. Thanks. Bye. Goodbye. Disconnected. We dodged the counter, we did. Magus is next. There's a 0 mana artifact, do nothing. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Another Thopter Foundry, ladies and gentlemen. Another one. Let's play Magus here, see if they're paying attention. You can tell they're upset? No, they're not upset. Here comes the extra island here. They can kill me with Urza. We'll get there eventually. We're just gonna keep using Karn for Karn's professional abilities here. And yeah. Match 1. Where's it? Get out of here. Get out of here. That worked. That worked. It was nice to have 4 Karns instead of 3. We've upped the Karns and dropped the Chandras. Might be Karn's time. Red Prison. Owned by the Metal Man himself. Get Elixir of Immortality. Just be like, this is what I'm doing with my 3 mana opponent. Yeah, and I'm feeling good that I only have 2 Abrades instead of 3. I'm glad I cut one. Shh, Zale. Sometimes Chandra needs to come back into the spotlight. You need to respect the Fiery Lady. If you don't, she'll burn you. Quite literally. I'm curious to see how the one of Magmatic Sinkhole will do. Yeah, it will be interesting. Kind of treat it like the 4th Anger Slagstorm. That'll be interesting. Throwing a few rituals away. Maybe a Maze Mine Tome gets stolen, or a Bridge or Blood Moon from a Thoughtseize, and then you got the Sinkhole. We got to put some respect to the red prisons. Calcium, I believe I saw that you have a league coming up, right? You want a 5-0. I'm nervous. That's a lot of pressure. Let's go to match 2. Next up, 8 whack. That would be fine because of Slagstorms and Bridges. Yeah, I'm hoping the Sinkhole helps us with like Liliana, which is a problem from typical Jund. Are you and Avaros on like an alternate schedule or something? Seems to be one of you either day. We were until he decided to change his on and off days, and now we happen at the same time sometimes. Trinisphere is a no-go. If you want to know how I feel about Trinisphere, you can go check out our YouTube, one of our latest leagues, Trinisphere Prison. Don't do it. We played 4 of them. Don't do it. Let me take the fall for you. Don't buy Trinisphere. Don't put it in a prison list unless you're in Legacy. Then we can have a talk. Modern? No, don't do it. Let's go. We don't even have Boil. We're not trying to be mean to blue decks here. Not trying to be mean to blue decks. All right, let's play first. Mono green could potentially, Zale. You have a good point. Mono green has a potential because you can do a lot of bouncing lands and other things like that. Maybe even blue green where you use boomerang effects or something. But all right, Luris. This could be Jund Death Shadow. We have 2 Chalices and 1 Blood Moon. We are playing first. We will keep. This is potentially the matchup that I'm hoping to see the most. Running 4 of them in Vintage. Vintage is a different beast. Luris Taxes. Wactos. All right. We're going to put this out, make it look like we're Burn. Go, Mountain. Let's go, Luris. All right. We have the plan. We have the plan post-board. All right. Well, this will be interesting. We probably only have to beat Monastery Swiftspear here. We have Chalice on 1. We'll see if they have an Eidolon. Sometimes they do. After that, Chalice on 2, and then hope to Chandra downtick, win the game. Thunderburn. I don't deal with a lot of paper cards. You do what you want to do. If you bought it to have fun with friends and draft away. If you think it's an investment, I'd recommend doing other things than buying magic cards and investing. But you do what you want to. There's an Eidolon. All right, so we have a Swiftspear and an Eidolon to beat. This will be interesting and difficult, but not impossible. Okay. So I think I still take the 2 damage here and put a Chalice on 2. This should block just about everything else my opponent's playing, except that Luris. I could follow this technically up with a Blood Moon to prevent Luris. And we'll see if a Chalice on 1 and 2 can prevent this. If I get to play Karn next, I will downtick, go get Walking Ballista so I can kill Eidolon, and then we'll work towards Chandra downtick on Swiftspear. We'll only do this if and only if my opponent does not hit their 3rd land and has the ability to put Luris into hand. Good luck, and we'll see if Chalices are victories. My opponent Boros charms me for 0 damage, pumping Prowess once, hitting me for 4, down to 12. My opponent is at 15. Good luck. I would draft it if you can. I would definitely do that draft and stuff. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Karn here. Karn's gonna go get that Walking Ballista. This is where Batterskull would be at least appropriate, but not what I want to be doing here. Walking Ballista. We could even get Dragon's Claw, but that gets countered right now. So just Walking Ballista is of the most interest here. My opponent's maybe doing a set of damage here. Walking Ballista is going to block and probably shoot Eidolon with a follow-up Chandra, killing Monastery Swiftspear. My opponent does find the next land here, so Luris is a potential threat here, which makes Blood Moon interesting, but not necessarily required. So Luris has been put to hand here. I'm going to take 3, go to 9. Why not bridge? Because you don't get bridge against Burn. All right. That being said, we can start to play out a little bit differently here since I have a Piakir Nalar as well. Sideboard-wise, we could get that bridge eventually. Not what I'm planning to do because of this Eidolon. Burns too fast. Let's go up here. And let's play a Piakir Nalar followed by a Walking Ballista. We're using this as defenders here because they're going to just play Luris this turn, probably have no prowess and can't attack. Ballista won't get countered because it'll be on 4. If I put it as a 1/1, then it would get countered. But yeah, Burn's too quick for bridge to matter most of the time. Piakir and Alar coming in clutch here as the top deck of one of in our list. I think this might give me the opportunity here to save myself just enough here to use Walking Ballista and kill Luris. They're afraid to play Luris here for some reason. I don't know why. They're thinking of double bolting or triple bolting. I'm probably going to just chump here. Chump Swift Spear and chump here. I don't have to worry about these things being reanimated with Luris because they get countered. They get countered. I wonder sideboard-wise if we bring all the Dragon's Claws in or if I leave them. I'm not sure I want Karn in this matchup. I don't really have like artifacts that I care about. All right, so we're gonna do a single block here. I could double block, but the reason I'm doing a single block here is we're planning to play Walking Ballista. I'm okay with taking 2 because that puts me to 7. I'm already playing things that are much bigger, so I'm actually taking like 0 damage here for a while. Now my opponent could have a Rift Bolt. That's one thing that we have to be a little bit mindful of. But they haven't suspended any of them just yet. That's what I'm thinking, Casey. All right, Lurse comes down here. They take 2. Fine by us. We know our turn is basically Walking Ballista here. Still probably nothing I want to grab just yet, so we'll just keep going up here. Skewer the Critics is a thing. You are correct. Put a Walking Ballista down as a 2/2 and pass turn. Plan here is to chump, block, and shoot. Then Chandra down tick on Swift Spear and see if we can win from there. Now play Heliod. They might have enough to keep this alive if I down tick with Chandra. It's tough. Tough times. Blocks with Swift Spear, or attacks with Swift Spear. We'll say, okay, I'm going to block with the Walking Ballista here. This forces at least some sort of spell to be played to keep this alive, and then I'll be firing off at Luris. We actually kind of want to keep Eidolon around as long as possible. Eidolon's hurting them a lot more than it's hurting me. Cool, so they take 2 here to do this interaction. I'm going to remove 2 here and kill Luris. I couldn't remove 2 and kill the Swift Spear, but the Luris bothers me more. Alright. I think we continue to just go up. Let's do a Chandra down tick here on Swift Spear and pass the turn. They're at 11, we're at 7. Once again, just trying to keep the Eidolon alive here. I wish I could go get like an artifact and use it to throw with Piakir and Alar, but the Eidolon makes it a little awkward. So we're just going to go up, up, up here and then maybe fire off a Raymond Ruins. We're never casting these 2 cards. And being at 7 is a whole heck of a lot different than at 6. And once again, the longer we keep the Eidolon, the better for us. Three mana skewers us. Okay. Puts us to 4. And they follow it with nothing else. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not quite there. Let's go ahead and go up. New chalice. We're going to cast this on 3. Bam. All right. That's a hard lock. We win. We win. Hard lock. Good luck, opponent. There you go. Get locked out of the game. There we go. I'm like, 2 damage. We gotta like dodge like Rift Bolt Skewer. Nah, we got this. Nice. All right. So, Dragon's Claw, probably Elixir, probably Walking Ballista, Karn's out. Kozilek and Anger the Gods can probably come in here. Magus of the Moon's not the greatest here. I normally don't like having Bridge, but I just may not have anything else to switch out here. Come on, 3 Dragon's Claws in the opener. These Abrades are a little more interesting than the Bridge to some degree. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The Abrade might be worth it. The Sinkhole might just be too expensive, honestly. 2 Abrades in, 2 Rabble Masters out isn't a bad idea either. Just play removal. We are kind of giving ourselves no out here with the Rabble Masters being taken out. Let me take 1 Blood Moon out and 1 Rabble Master in. We are afraid of what they could do here for us. We're afraid of like Boros Charm, Helix, and Auriok Champion, but I've got quite a few Desperate Ritual, or quite a few Dragon's Claws, so I feel reasonable. This is the test of what we've done for the sideboard. And the fact that I can't like take enough out for the Bridge makes me feel kind of good. Not maybe overboarding. Oh, this is so close. We have 2 draws. We have 2 draws. What if we hit it? What if we hit it? I don't know, Casey. It's a pain land. The pain land doesn't matter that much. Let's not look at that. Dragon's Claw is a cheapie. Risk it for the biscuit. YOLO! We have 2 draws, and I have an extra land, and I've already got one of my rituals. We have 21 hits, 21 across 2 draws, 53 cards. Looking at just below 50%, so you're like 40, and then 40, and then another 20, so 60, about 60-ish percent. I'm up a game is not an excuse anymore. We got to try to make Red Prison a thing. I'm looking at probably 60, 70% to get that second land. Question is, then I have 2 Chandras. Something's telling me that my gut wants to do this. They probably have the remove these as well. Keeping all 7. The alternate is we can get a Bridge faster down. That's better and more effective if I mulligan this. It's probably smarter to mulligan this. I'm gonna mulligan. All right, this is a Chalice on turn 1. We keep this, we get rid of Rabble Master, we do Gemstone Caverns, and put the Slag Storm and hope that the Chalice on 1 plus Maze Mind Tome will be good with a Bridge. Coward, his hand looks great. Welcome to the Chalice on 1. This is miles ahead of that other hand. I'll gladly be called a coward if it results in me winning the game. Rift Bolt, come on. Goblin Guide's not too bad. Helps me find those lands. This is the reason that Bridge isn't great, though. If they keep hitting lands, It's never going to be underneath the bridge. Elixir of Immortality, but I want to put a Chalice on one. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Chalice on one's probably just safer here. We'll have to throw the Elixir eventually. I would have been golden. You assume there's a land that was on top of that library, Casey. What if it was 4 deep before we hit a land? Goblin Guide's not getting me through those cards. All right, Sunbaked Canyon here. It's a pain land for my opponent, Sacred Foundry. Got an Eidolon. Eidolon it is. Attacks for 2. Show me the land. No land. Sinkhole. Sinkhole. Alright, let's put a Maze Mine Tome down, take our 2 and pass turn. We'll probably scry in response to the Goblin Guy. Perfect example of where bridge is going to be a problem here. It's not going to be low enough. We're hoping their hand's a bunch of 1-drops. If it's a bunch of 2-drops, we're dead. Here comes the combat. Swing! 4 damage, put me to 10. Responseless trigger, I'd like to use Maze Mine Tome. I will take a land off the top. Pia Kiran is not. Bottom. Show me the land. There it is. Nice. I have an uncastable card in my hand. It's a 1 of. The fact that if I play bridge here, my opponent still attacks me for 4 and I take 2, puts me at a virtual 4 right now. Virtual 1. Alright, so we have a Pyretic Ritual and a Sinkhole here. Let's see here. If I do the Pyretic Ritual, that makes 3, this makes 4, 5. I don't have enough here. Playing bridge down, I pretty much am just dead. Pyretic into bridge into elixir is an option, except it puts me at literally 1. I died at any burn spell. I died at having to cast anything off the top, too. We could try it. It may be one of my only outs here. Nah, not liking my chances either. Yeah, it's probably going to be game 3. Just looking to empty the hand. Here comes the kill me spell. There's the Boros Charm. I'm just curious what's on top. All right. Game 3 it is. Game 3. Will we change anything? Sinkhole's a little awkward there. Could just be another bridge. You kind of got to see, though, why bridge just doesn't necessarily mean we're going to win the game. We can try it, though, maybe over the sinkhole. The sinkhole is just maybe too hard to cast. We'll try that. Great example of why bridge is typically not in game 2 and game 3. Don't worry, we're going to get these Dragon's Claws this time around. Well, that's no Dragon's Claw. We're playing more aggressively prison-based Calico. I think we can mulligan this. This is just a Kozilek's turn. There we go. Alright. Keep. Put back. At this point, bridge might not be the worst thing to put back. Rabblemaster's not too bad either. Let's try to lock them out. Since we're on the play and I have a Dragon's Claw, I'll probably Chalice into Dragon's Claw into Bridge if I can. This seems good though. Magus seems better than Bridge sometimes. Sometimes. If they play a Rift Bolt Suspended here, I think I'd Dragon's Claw. My opponent Lava Spikes me. Okay, so we will start with... Still gonna do Chalice on 1. I think it's the most aggressive way to lock things out. I may Blood Moon next and then Dragon's Claw to lock everything up. Blood Moon stopping things like Auriok Champion's not a bad thing, and Boros Charm Helix as well. We'll see what they do here. If it's another Eidolon, I think I might scream. It's all the Eidolons. All the Eidolons. I'm still gonna Bridge or Blood Moon here, and then I'll Dragon's Claw. Blood Moon shuts off Auriok, Champion, Boros, and Helix. That's what I care about here. We don't have a creature. Searing Blaze is not a thing, so if they have that, we're good there as well. Dragon Claw obviously does 2 to me. And then we'll see if the Bridge is enough, and I have 4 mana. Yeah, it shuts off Laris too, technically. You're right. I'm just hoping they don't, like, wreck me here. I'm going to take 4, 6-ish off of this, go to 9 here with a Dragon's Claw out. Ooh. It's not bad to have a double Dragon's Claw. So Dragon's Claw number 1, Dragon's Claw number 2 here to empty the hand. We're going to take another. I need like a 4-drop Chandra would be perfect here. So most of their spells are somewhat negated here with the Dragon's Claw, which is kind of nice. I still die pretty quickly to this. I'm going to go to 7, go to 5 here with the Bridge. Now imagine if they were Sun Droplets with Eidolon. There's a Wear. We gain some life here. Opting to wear the Chalice on 1, which is interesting. I'm afraid of a... I'm afraid of probably Goblin Guide here. But going to 11 feels nice, considering I have a Bridge. There's Sunbaked Canyon. 2 1-drops. There's Swift Spear. Okay, I'm up to 13 now. Now I'll take a land and a Bridge. It's not burn that they're hitting me with, which is nice. How do I wear a Chalice? Bolts me, and then attacks me for 4 here, putting me to 8. This puts me to 6. Puts me to 6. We'll see if I can prevent this. I cannot. I can defend here. Because if I play Bridge down here, I go to 6. This puts me to 5, maybe 4, maybe 3, depending on how many spells they have here. If I play Rabble Master, I'm gaining life and offsetting. I kind of like the Rabble Master here, and I offset the gain. So maybe they don't attack with Eidolon, and now I'm threatening to attack them. Yeah, I go from 8 to 8 with a Goblin. It's nice to have 2 Dragon's Claws. We're trying real hard. I'll take a Chandra. Chandra would be the best line here, not take any damage. In for a point down to 13. Be really funny if they played a second Eidolon. Then things would get really wacky. I do still believe I blocked here the Eidolon, because then the Bridge. My opponent doesn't take damage, but Bridge plus Dragon's Claws with anything I play as well is basically neutralizing a burn spell every turn. That would be ideal. And they also might just have 2 white spells. This is a very high probability. They attack with both here, and like I said, I believe the correct play here is to block the Eidolon. I don't want to take damage having to get the bridge down. And if I top deck a land here, the last thing I need is for me to just play bridge and like take the 2. So we take 1 here with the Swift Spear, trading off the Rabblemaster and Eidolon. See if they have anything. Nice. All right. We're going to leave the blocker back just in case things get really strange. We're going to gain some life here. Gain some life and put bridge down and then hide. Just going to hide. Always yes. Always yield. I'm trying to get this to trigger correctly. I always have to hit yes. I'm doing something wrong. We do this in case they wear this and start attacking. Life total matters here. Heads down. Just turn off auto yields. I'll try to set these correctly. I did one and not the other one, and that's why it keeps telling me yes. All right. That's not a bad thing. Let's go ahead and go attacking and hit the Swift Spear here. And if they go to defend this in some way, they defend it, then they're spitting a whole bunch of spells into the world. That looked good. Now we can attack for 1 every turn. Check that out. Oh my gosh. Are we to the Dragon Claw meta? Rabble, rabble, you're a token nest. Rabble, rabble, getting in for the rest. Rabble, rabble, how could they know? Hot gobble, I love you so. There we go. 2 Dragon's Claws getting us there. Game 3. I want to see the next card. No, we don't. We won't be influenced by that. 2-0, Red Prison. Making it work. Chalices and Dragon's Claws. I mean, I had 3 of them to find. Elixir's a meme, so could have been a 4th one. 5-0 flex. You had to look them up, Last God? I have not Thunderbird, no. But I'm a big fan of Danuke D's Banana Family song. All right, we're 2-0, my opponent's 2-0. Let's play first. 1 landers are not really a good idea here, and especially not on the play. Let's go ahead and mulligan this. This is a bit better. We can keep this, get rid of a Magus here. And we'll lean heavily on the Maze Mind Tome. Good luck, opponent. The meme. The meme lives. Oh my gosh. Hey, Logic Cosmo. Thank you to Prime Gaming. Appreciate it. Ooh, Chalice. Chalice on 1 stops Crab. Stops Vision. Stops Surgical. Stops Fatal Push on this Magus next turn. And by the way, if you're panicking because now I can't play Elixir, we're fine. What is this? This is not what I thought it was. Need Torp Orb immediately. Help. 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 This isn't good. Inverter. It's Inverter. It's not healing. It's not Mill. I was so excited. City of Brass. Jace. Awkward. Awkward Jace. Time to aggressively scry, exactly. Oh, they milled me. Scavenger and a Maze Mind Tome. Need a land. Bottom this. Need a land. Scry, scry, scry. Looking for lands. We found one. On top. Land. Magus. Go. Haha. Now we need to get this Karn down ASAP so that I can stop the mana. And then we'll smash this. Mills me for some. Karn and Rabblemaster. We didn't want either of those. Joke's on you, opponent. Reflecting Pool. What a nice mountain. Scrying for land. Oh. I've never had this option before. I've never had this. I guess I take this. I'll attack, obviously. And I'm gonna sinkhole this. Thanks for the mill, Jace. Huh. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not allowed to have planes opponents. Excuse me, unlife? We're gonna scry for that land, because we can beat an unlife. That'll do. That'll do. I'll take the Desperate Ritual over anything else. Karn, down tick with Karn, go get Liquid Metal Coating. We're gonna shut this person up. They conceded. Thanks. Unlife is there because what you can do is spoils with a Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle spoil. With the trigger on the stack, you name Abandoned Hope and you win the game. Sinkhole is greater than Elixir. Exactly. All right, so this is interesting. Main deck a Torp Orb here, probably the Abrades. We can probably just ditch all the Slag Storms and like make that the only change we do here. Bridge is like terrible, so maybe just like 3 bridges out. I mean, I guess if they got an inverter. Nah, they won't get an inverter. Always Simian Spirit Guide. This feels correct, because Karn's going to go get the other Torp Orb or the Spyglass for the Jace. Chalice on 1's probably really brutal against them. We want the Torp Orb potentially for inverter and or other problems. Yeah, this seems good. We've got 7 moons here as well. Let's make it happen. Oh! Who's missed turn 1 moon? Who's missed turn 1 moon? Keep. Gemstone out of the way. Chalice, goodbye. Have you missed turn 1 moon, everyone? We're keeping their braid, by the way, in case they get nastiness. There's Serum Visions. Heh, then they said we couldn't turn 1 moon. You people. Oh, that's even better. We're gonna do the Blood Moon because the Magus could get bolted. I don't know if they're playing bolt. Here comes, oh, there's a Talisman. All right, I respect that. I respect that. Get out of here, Talisman. Respected. Nah, don't worry about forcing the game. Braid the Talisman and be like, haha, and they're like, here's my candy cane. Chromatic Lantern. So, how's everyone's day? There's spoils. Wow, we're spoiling? Okay. Angel's Grace. Oh, I should have chaliced on 1, everyone. If I chalice on 1 there, they don't do this. Wow. If I chalice on 1 over the Maze Mind Tome, we play on. Wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna even look at their list. That was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Pia Kiran Alar out. Torp Orb in. We gotta orb this person. Yeah, Chalice on 1 seems exceptionally strong against them. Alright, Calico, take care. Let's play first. This is pretty good too. All right, we're going to keep this. We're going to get this Torpor Orb down. I'm going to moon them. We're going to see if they can do that fancy stuff again. Good luck, opponent. Not really. I'm scared of you. Shell Dock. What did they name to kill out? They named... Abandon Reason. Abandon Reason. Alright, I'm gonna Magus first. Oops. Magus first, Torp Orb next, smack them, win game. We're doing the Magus because it usually shuts off some of their colors here. It also makes my mana base less painful. That being said, obviously I'm just bad at Magic. Should have done Torp Orb first. There's the Thoughtseize. Takes the Torp Orb for obvious reasons. Oh my gosh, do I do this again? No. We learned our lesson. Show me that Chromatic Lantern again. I don't care if you Thoughtseize me twice. Chromatic Lantern, get wrecked. That's a good card. I'm gonna save it now. Yeah, exactly, we're saving it. There's clearly a reason to have this in hand now. It has a mission. We're gonna do some scrying for lands. Ha! They don't have Chromatic Lantern this time. What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna put that on top. I want this card. And then we'll attack for 2 and pass the turn. I feel actually safe going ahead and abrading right here. I feel safe doing this. Oh gosh. Okay, there's Phyrexian Life. Let's try to hit our lands now. That'll work. Take my land. Got a little ways to go here. It's a little dangerous. We could just die out of nowhere. They pretty much have enough mana to do whatever. Okay. It's a good card. It's a good card you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Get out of here, Lantern. Get out of here. Don't have a counter. Don't have... Get out of here. So he flexes and has a second one. If I lose to this, I'm going to be real sad. It's a really pretty card. It's got an owl on it. I bet. I'm willing to bet they're thinking about spoiling here. Okay. I don't know what I could get here that would stop a weird combo. They reveal another Chromatic Lantern here. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad now. You want to know what the last card? What were they asking for? Names Chromatic Lantern with Boils of the Vault. Chromatic Lantern was the last card. Was literally the last card. Names Chromatic Lantern for Spoils of the Vault. And they mill their entire library to find Chromatic Lantern. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There it is. It's the last card. It's all the way down at the bottom. That's what we call lucky, everyone. Let's go, match number 4. Hey, they went for it. They knew they needed the extra one. That was crazy. That was crazy. Imagine if we had like another Abrade after that and then made Phyrexian Life an artifact and then blasted them. Yeah, it's tough that it was all the way at the bottom. It was perfect. Death Zone, was that you? Rule ref? That's why it's lucky 7 moon. Alright, let's play first. We'll keep this because it's a turn 2 blood moon. It's lucky 7 because it has the highest probability of hitting a turn 2 blood moon. It's a little less lucky because no Simian Spirit Guide, but you can see we get a blood moon effect pretty typically. He has 1 loss. Okay, it wasn't you. My opponent mulls to 6, mulls to 5. Blood moon looking kind of tasty. We're gonna start with the scavenger grounds just to hide some information here. Let's get rid of our stop. All right, what do you got here? Are you Tron? Cavern of Souls, naming Goblin, puts an Aether Vial down. All right. This is a tough matchup. This is a tough one. We're still going to Ritual out here, and I'm going to Ritual out Blood Moon so that they have to work off the Aether Vial. The best top deck right now would be Karn. This is going to be tough, though, because they can Snoop, they can Bogart, they can combo us out. And the combo doesn't have to interact in such a way that Bridge is a problem, because they can usually do direct damage to your face. That being said, we'll see what our opponent's got here. There's Mog. 2 creatures. Rabblemaster's kind of tempting here. Let's go ahead and go Rabblemaster instead, just to be aggressive. Just because we know that deep down Bridge isn't going to stop my opponent from comboing. One drop. Skirk. Prospector. Yeah, Moon, well, yeah, Moon and Bridge should stop the combo, Last God, you're right, but the Aether Vial exists here. So we'll see what we can do about that Aether Vial. They left it at 1, interestingly enough. I would think they'd be wanting to get this to 2 and 3. That's where I think things start rolling, right? Oh. Oh, we're a Pyre of Heroes deck. I need a Karn. I need a Karn now. Okay. Karn. Resolves. They don't even try. Up we go. Good luck, opponent. I'm cheating? Casey, we gotta make Red Prison top tier again. I was asking for a 4 of. We're gonna leave Rabblemaster back here. Gotta defend the homeland here. Take a land next. Land, Chandra Uptick, Bridge. Sit here. Twiddle thumbs. Aether Vial up to 2. 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. Skirk, Double Goblins. Ringleader. Ringleader it is. Gonna be blocking. 4 cards enter. Snoop, Bogart. They can play Snoop? Maybe. Definitely into the territory of Bridge. We're close to doing this here. My opponent doesn't attack us, which is good for us. Land? Slagstorm. Swing with the team Slagstorm here? I'm trying to think where that could go wrong. They'll have a Snoop. That should be fine to do. We can even like animate a Pyre of Heroes or something here to get rid of that as well. In we go with the team. Let's go. I don't know if Walking Bliss is the correct plan here. I think just continuing to go up with Karn seems like the right plan. And getting rid of a Pyre of Heroes here with the Slagstorm, and then they can only play Snoop. Plus we get to connect here. This is pretty good. This seems like the right play here. They can't feel good that I'm animating the Pyre here. They're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not good. 3 damage to each creature. And now, yeah, I can like down tick Karn, go get Walking Ballista, or use Chandra and Bridge to lock this game out. It seems good. Seems good here. Aether Vial goes up to 3. Snoop, Bogart in hand. Unknown card from the top of the library. It is Snoop. We now have full information other than that one card they drew. Land is great here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chandra uptick. Play Bridge. We'll down tick here. I'm gonna go get a Welding Jar just for peace of mind. We should be good from here. Should be good from here. And Torp Orb would probably be a full lock here, but I probably will go get Walking Ballista next. But this should be a pretty sizable lock here. Munitions Expert, Bogart, unknown card. A Snoop that cannot attack. Extra Aether Vial. We know all cards now. Which allows me to hit the F6 button. Up for damage. Say no. 1, 2, 3, 4. New Chandra. Up for damage. Go ahead, opponent. You forgot it? Don't worry, Last God. It's your best friend, the static stony silence. We're hitting F6 here because we know the cards that my opponent has. Munitions, Bogart, Blood Crypt. You would write these down. Let's go get a Walking Ballista. Let's finish this out. I'm not showing them Torp Orb here because I don't want them to know I have that card. Walking Ballista and have the land here. We got there. Okay, so Torp Orb, definitely one of the things we'll be bringing in. We're going to go full on basically trying to prevent them from doing their combo here. Let's get rid of the Rabble Masters. Rabble Masters, and I need a 1 of taken out here. Chalice is okay. Probably worth keeping a Chalice in, but we can probably just trim 1 and just grab it with Karn. Our literal best card right now is probably Kozilek's Return because it's a board wipe that happens at instant speed. That would be one of the best things we could do. We'll see if we can lock our opponent out, and let's get it rolling. I'm gonna keep this hand. A lot of removal. Good Maze Mind Tome. Got that ultimate card that I talked about. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna put our stop back up on our upkeep here as well, since I do have a Maze Mind Tome. Opponent mulligans to 6. See what they do. See what we do. They keep 6 in the main phase. In the main phase, Wooded Foothills, fetching with Wooded Foothills, Blood Crypt. By the way, for those that are wondering why we didn't bring in Spyglass to be another effect on an Aether Vial, case in point, is only because we actually want the Spyglass potentially for other things in their list. We don't exactly know if we want it for the Aether Vial, and so 4 of Karn makes it a little more accessible to us. We'll see if that becomes the case, though. At any point, my best bet is probably to use the Anger of the Gods, but we will use Kozilek's Return if needed. Next turn here, obviously Maze Mind Tome. We'll see if that'll be enough to gain us what we need off the top. All right, I'm still going to go ahead and play the Maze Mind Tome. My opponent can do some pretty crazy things right now, but I almost want to just tap out. They've got 4 cards here. I think it's playing the odds here that this Maze Mind Tome is going to be okay to be used at least once. I don't have the deck list up there because we're just not being serious tonight. Sunbaked Canyons, redraw. 3 mana, Matron or Bogart. Matron it is. It's a great example where Kozilek's Return could be really good. Snoop. Scry. I'm gonna bottom a Chandra. I want something a little bit different than this. I'll take like a Karn here. I don't want to land either. Top of the library. Scavenger Grounds is a bit interesting. We'll play that out. And we'll pass. We're going to pass with Kozilek's Return open here. My opponent's going to do this Snoop at end step. This will give me at least more information from them. It's just a land coming, so I think we're clear here. A little scary about the different things that could show up here, but I think I have to play a little more risky here. Hope it's not something that Snoop can activate with. Aether Vial goes to 3. All right, just an extra Snoop. That's not that worrisome. Mountain played. That was the mountain they picked up. So we still have 3 unknown cards here. I think if they play a Ringleader here, I might have to consider the Kozilek's Return. In an ideal situation, I'll be able to Anger and leave Kozilek's Return open. 3 mana, new Matron, Bogart. It's all red mana. The new Matron. You get to put like Bogart into hand. Puts a Bogart to hand. All right. So this should trigger. And in response to this trigger, I'm going to have to kill everything, or I die right here. So Kozilek's Return here. They get to pick up something else to put on top of their library, but at least we stop them for a turn. My turn will be playing Chandra and hoping that we can start upticking for maybe finding something that will slow them down. Karn will be the play. If I find it, we'll use Maze Mind Tome to look for it. My opponent gets a Goblin Ringleader. Torpor Orb off the top would be excellent here. It's not. Bottom. All right. Bridge is a thing at least. Let's go ahead and Chandra. Uptick mana, Desperate Ritual, Bridge. Good luck, opponent. I let them get the Kiki and then you wipe? Maybe. And maybe I went 1 too early there. If I get the Kiki. What if they get something else? What if they can get the card, the ringleader, not the ringleader, the other one that makes tokens. It's a War Chief. My opponent's choice here is a War Chief? Okay. making Goblin Ringleader one less. They could maybe get to Chandra here, depending on what they hit. They have a Crater Maker. That's a little rough. They can play the Crater Maker, though. Choosing not to, and we retain Chandra here. It's good for us. Got lucky there. All right, let's take a natural draw here. Maze Mind Tome could be used as a draw. That's a really good one. One, two, three. Kill everything. Play Karn. We could also Karn go get... Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kill everything. Chandra make mana here. Lucky that we still have Chandra. Chandra Karn. Karn down tick. And save the bridge with a welding jar this turn. And next turn we'll go get Torp Orb. Looks like a clean line here. Cool. I guess if they go get Kiki, if they get the Sling Gang, we can lose, right? Or no, they need the Kiki, right? Karn's dead. Karn may be dead, yes. But keeping the bridge alone seems okay. I know Crater Maker can kill Karn. We don't have a way to protect our Karn. We could have gotten Torp Orb, I suppose. But I have a feeling that I'd rather just do this line and try to... I hope they kill Karn here. If they don't, I'll go get Torp Orb next. Okay. I got lucky. What is this? Munitions. Okay. Dealing 2 to Chandra. Okay. Let's go get a Torp Orb. Go get Torp Orb here. Yeah, we're exposing Torp Orb here. Luckily, we have Welding Jar. My opponent can attack through here. We're just going to have to accept that that's something they can do here. Exposing Karn to the munitions expert. And I think you're right. We should have let them get Kiki if your guys are still talking about that line from earlier. There's Sling Gang. Okay. This is the thing that I'm worried about. They don't get anything here with the Torp Orb, but they could sacrifice a lot of goblins. So I need a Spyglass now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take a land with the Maze Mind Tome. We're going to scry for it. We're not going to go drawing for it because Bridge is holding things back. We'll take our land off the top. Now we land. Karn, down tick, Spyglass, I think. I hope I have Spyglass still. Thought I talked about that. Spyglass played. Okay, we'll name Sling Gang. I think Sling Gang's still the most correct thing to name there. At some point, my opponent will figure out Crater Maker kills Karn, so we'll let them have that opportunity. This way they can't really find probably a way to combo out here. Maybe it's correct to name Goblin Crater Maker because there's probably no way they get through this. But the way my opponent's been playing will give them an out here. No, it's not a lock. Not yet, at least. Let's see if I can hit this with the sinkhole. See if they finally, like, figure it out here. We're going to even do this before using Karn. If they don't kill Karn here, we have a potential to lock them out. There they go. They got it. All right. Good job, opponent. You figured it out. All right. So we got to find another one of our Karns to have a chance to locking them out. I still like our position where we're at currently. Karn's not an artifact. All right, we've given them one back. We've given one back. We're playing some casual Magic here tonight. We're just talking about everything that's happening so that people know what's going on. Looking for Karn. Go ahead, opponent. We'll see how many Crater Makers they actually have. Aether Vial to 4 and 2. What do I replace Simian Spirit Guide with? Lots of different cards. All right, we have a 4-drop coming in here. Sling Gang. Extra Sling Gangs. It's the Buddy Buddy system. Not going to use any of our deserts currently. Maze Mine's not a bad card here. I'm going to take a Scry as the first thing because I could hit a 4-drop. After that, I'll take draws if I don't find lands. Aether Vial up to 3 here. Cavern of Souls. We're doing the things. A lot of goblins. 4 and 3. Trash Master's at 5, isn't it? 3 mana Grixis colors. 4 mana Grixis colors. Just a 2/2 ringleader. Scry. I could put this on 2. It doesn't really matter with the caverns. Let's bottom this card. And I'm going to take my natural draw here because I can draw during the turn. Which will... Do I do that now? I don't really want to do that now. We'll just play bridge past turn. Yeah, that's true. I could get a yeah, I could get a moon to prevent the caverns. Ain't KC giving a gifted sub to King. Giving out the slime balls. There you go. Have that emote. What's up? Thank you for spreading the slime balls, Casey. Thank you. Casey beat you to it. Do some scrying here. I think I want to actually scry all the time. But put that on top. I'm gonna take this. Now I have double Maze Mind Tome. That's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and scry one of these, see if I want to take the draw. In case it's something important on top for 2. And now we'll pass the turn. Now we have all the scrying power. I just need to find pieces to finish locking this game out. We've had some fun here. Finding a board wipe would be pretty decent here. What else would be pretty decent? Chandra, help us close the game. Wouldn't be bad. Five and 4 with the Aether Vials. Alright, scry. There's a Chandra. We'll take Chandra. Ooh, Ella's giving one to Darth Zone. Welcome. How goes it? Play our Chandra down. Let's scry. Put that on top. We'll uptick here. We're going to take our Magus as well and pass the turn. Now if we find a Karn, we can lock them out of black spells. A win con, yeah. We're winning the clock race too, we are. Good casual fun, enjoyable, not so aggressive hard locks here. Welcome both of you all, our latest subs. Getting those sweet emotes. Casey and Ellis, spreading the love. Thank you all for all the support. Maze Mind Tome here, scrying, bottoming. Scrying, bottom. I don't need a bridge. Land, uptick with Chandra. Karn I'll play. Anything else I'll probably just let it go. I guess a Wrath effect would be fine there. I wasn't subbed to Fluffy for like 2 days in, bro. Not having the flood emote hurt. Why, Last God? Did you run into someone flooding out and needed the value of the flood emote? By the way, we're gaining a lot with this Maze Mind Tome. Uh-oh. Mog or Marshall. Okay. It's 1-1. Does still have Echo. Many times a day. All right, let's just take natural draw here. Let's scry. See, we're going to hit with the Chandra. We will put that on top. Uptick. Cast Karn. Let's go ahead and we'll uptick this turn here because I have to get rid of the Magus of the Moon. But next turn, we'll maybe be doing Chandra emblems and stuff. Should have this just about done, though. should be about done. We'll see if they pay the Echo cost. They do. Okay. I like it. Maze Mind Tome's been doing a lot of work this league. Especially this game. It's been very good for filtering here. Best top deck here is a Chandra for the win. Emblem, Chandra, uptick, that's 7, plus Karn downtick. Play Walking Bliss to 0. Desperate Ritual's not the worst. There we go. We got it. The W. If you emblem, Walking Ballista 1, 2, 3, 4, you would need another spell. You would need that other spell. Yeah, we won the match. We won the match. We're doing okay with the Red Prison. Trying to put Red Prison back on the map. Just a casual. It's Monday. It's Monday. It was like casual Friday getting into our weekend. We just had the weekend. The worst feelings. By the way, there's your snapshot. We have a magnetic sinkhole here in Maze Mind Tomes generally for the Simian Spirit Guides. We swapped up Angers for Slag Storms and put Rabble Masters in instead of that Seasoned Pyromancer crap. If I have 100 people watching, I win? Uh-oh. What does my shirt say? I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. No. Chancellor's not where Red Prison needs to be going. She let you keep that? She got this for me. I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. Did I say it incorrectly? I don't know. Alright, let's play first. High Plants is our opponent. Multiple Blood Moons here. It's not aggressive in terms of when the Blood Moons come down, but we got bunches of them. We'll go ahead and keep. That's what we do. What? The shirt literally says I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. All right, opponent mulligans to 6 here. Opponent mulligans to 6. Got that upkeep stop. Let's get rid of that. Mountain and go, opponent. 6 cards. No companions named. Blooming Marsh. Well, good luck. Thoughtseize me. Who cares if it comes down on turn 3? Blood Moon might be taken here if they're Jund, because they could bolt Magus. Good luck. Takes Blood Moon. All right. Let's go ahead and ritual out a Magus here. We're ritualing out a Magus here because we have the opportunity to. If my opponent has a fetch land, they're going to want to get around this. I'm going to play second Magus here before playing Rabblemaster. That way I have 2 of these in case they are Jund and we're good to go. They'll need double bolt to get out of this. In for 2 past turn. Good luck, opponent. No bolt so far. Looking good. There's the Verdant Catacombs. They could be Junds. Rabblemaster, let's go. In for 5. Down to 13. Your move, opponent. Extra Blooming Marsh. Kind of looking a little bit closer to something like Rock. But hey, you know, you just hit him for this. You take him to 3. You deal 3 damage to both of us. And you end it on turn 5. Let's go to game number 2. Let's think here. We might be completely mainboarded for a matchup like this. It could be Rock. Jund or Rock is difficult for us to beat. We're slight underdogs. I think I just keep everything as is. I don't see a reason to have a Kozilek's Return. I already have 3 Wrath effects. The Abrades are maybe a little bit more interesting to pick off like Bob or Hex Drinkers, Small Goyfs. Liliana is scary, but I've got a Spyglass sideboard and a Sinkhole. I also have Liquid Metal Coating. Welding Jar is not a bad thing in this matchup. I think it's just go as is. I don't see a thing I want to change here. We had 3 Blood Moon effects in hand. If they stole that and started playing things, you bet that would have been a tough matchup. Take my Simian Spirit Guide. Fine, I'll put more Blood Moons in my list. Gotcha, Thoughtseize. Cavern Ritual, turn 1 Blood Moon. Let's go. Blooming Marsh is typically Rock. It's typically. All right. Gemstone, get rid of Sinkhole, double chance to draw. They got to deal with Blood Moon. Bridge is pretty good against rock-based lists, and Rabblemaster is aggressive if they have to take the Blood Moon. I think I keep this. We could spike a Ritual here, too, and start getting really aggressive. I think the Sinkhole has to go here, as we have to have the backup of the bridge. The other thing I could do is use Sinkhole to kill something, but Sinkhole's pretty expensive. Let's pitch the Sinkhole. Let's see if we get it. Just need that ritual. We only have, what, 5 of them in this list? Here comes the Thoughtseize Inquisitor. Oh, Duress. Oh, Rabblemaster not getting taken here. All right, you can take that Blood Moon. There goes the Blood Moon. Ritual effect, I'm playing Rabblemaster. Let's go. Okay. Let's draw 1. Slagstorm's not the best, but it is damage upstairs. Need a land here. There's Verdant Catacombs. We'll go get a basic swamp, probably. Rockless will want swamp. Junless would want green. It's interesting they got green, though. They might have a bunch of Tarmogoyfs. Hex Drinker. Ooh. This is my opportunity to kill this. Protection from instants is a problem moving forward. Let's deal 3 damage to each creature. Hex Drinker and they kill Bridge with like Abrupt Decay or something, and we just lose this game. And if we play Rabblemaster, they block or something, then Liliana downtick. That gets really awkward too. All right. Here's 3 mana, here's Liliana probably. Oh. I see. All right. Well, I don't want you to have that Hex Drinker. We're not playing Rabblemaster into Aluris. Ha! Counter the Hex Drinker. This is interesting. All right. Luris main decked. That's a problem card. Ghost Quarter. Do it. Take me off the white. Too many basics? Nah, it's good. It's good. Opponent's going to attack here for 3. If they attack for 3, I play Rabblemaster. If they don't, I play Bridge. I could play 2 Rabblmasters. Is that greedy? It's tough to say. All right. We're going to play a Rabblemaster here so that it defends the Karn. I know that the Bridge somewhat defends the Karn as well, and I know that this Goblin's going to gain them some life here going forward, but that's okay. We may just play an extra Rabblemaster if we miss land drop here. I'd rather do that than the Bridge, because the Bridge is saved by the Chalice from Duresses, Inquisitions, and Thoughtseizes. I'm not really worried about having to kill them at some point. Luris gaining, like, let's say 30 life is fine. If I get a second Rabblemaster, then we start threatening and killing. This would be fun. Tarmogoyf would be tough. Tarmogoyf maybe Bridge. Dark Confidant would make me sad. All right, Assassin's Trophy. That gets us a land. So they Assassin's Trophy the Chalice. This is interesting because the next Chalice goes on 2. Here comes Hex Drinker. Pumping this. All right. Looks like Bridge is my next interest. I want to play the Bridge. I'm so afraid of another Assassin's Trophy here. But I think I've just got to do this and hope for the best that the Bridge is not taken care of briefly here. They're going to block with Luris one more time. It's not the worst if I lose this Bridge. I can always get another one with Karn. They've used 1 Assassin's Trophy. We're just hoping to dodge Thoughtseize here. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. 2 mana here. Can't really pump Hex Drinker before combat if they wanted to attack. Maelstrom Pulse would be annoying here. Pumps Hex Drinker. Butcher Dean. Thank you for the sub. Ooh, Scavenger. Scavenger Ooze. It's an interesting one. Ah. Yeah, Chandra Rabble seems like a potential plan. I'm just afraid to lose this Karn, but I guess I didn't Thoughtseize here. I guess we have probably a turn here to go ahead and do Chandra, uptick Rabblemaster, create blockers. And then next turn we can look to Karn. Karn plus maybe extra Bridge. Then go get, after extra Bridge, go get Welding Jar. or liquid metal coating. In for 2, obviously Luris blocks 1. They probably scoos 1 as well. I'd love them to eat the chalice here. That would be really appreciated, because if they eat the chalice here, then we can go get it with a Karn. And if that's the case, I try to put chalice on 2 because of the Assassin's Trophy that they're playing versus Abrupt Decay. Hex Drinker going up here again. They do have decays, I'm almost certain of it. All right, we have a big Hex Drinker here. It's going to be, well, not quite a 6/6 just yet. All right, we hit land. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it like this. Making mana. Karn, down tick bridge, pass turn. It's going to be a second bridge here. They're holding something, and I'm a little afraid of what it is. But second bridge here and pass turn. Now we'll create a goblin army. We're almost there with the Chandra at emblem status. And if we can get it to an emblem, I'll feel really, really strong here. Yeah, we're hoping they don't have Maelstrom Pulse. But we have some blockers here. We have some blockers. Gonna F6 through this turn. We don't have much. Ghost Quarter. 2 unknowns. Hex Drinker is now a 6/6 protection from everything. The little progenitus that could. Passes back. All right. One, two, three, 1, 2. Liquid metal coating looks interesting now. Let's go. Let's go up for damage. Extra bridge here is pretty tasty. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to the extra bridge here. We're gonna play a Magus down, liquid metal coating. I can fetch it with the Karn as well later. I don't think I need to get Jar with Karn. We're gonna get liquid metal coating and go 2 turns here trying to stop them from the green mana that they have. Because this is how we end the game. Upkeep stop here. They have 2 turns to find Pulse. Not to mention I have an army of little goblins here. Two mana. Golgari Charm. Golgari Charm. Okay. All right, we had double Golgari Charm. We'll go ahead and stop at least one of this mana. Okay. That was a thing. Tarmogoyf. All right. They have 3 black, or 4 black. Oh, all right. We're going to go up here. Amaze Mind Tome's interesting enough to play. We'll play a Blood Moon here. We're going to get rid of 1 green. This one. And we'll hopefully get rid of the other green, and then we'll have Chandra plus upticking here to kill them. 25 to go. We'll turn off the auto yield here, and you set a stop on my upkeep. Or we can just win it like that. Red Prison, no Simian Spirit Guide, trophy, and a 5-0. Yes, it's about time. That's what we're talking about. Red Prison's still a thing, ladies and gentlemen. You can still get your W's with it. Got there. Victory. Look at them emotes. Oh, everyone's so happy. We locked them out. That was a tough one. We played some tough matches there too. No Simian Spirit Guide. Lucky 7 Moon. This is your list. Let me take a picture. Click. We did it finally. Uncle DB, thank you for the 1,000 bits. It is about time. It doesn't happen very often, but we do figure it out from time to time, Casey. Ooh, just leave that up there. At 100 viewers, it's perfect. Here's the list. This is what got us to that 5-0. Grayus, thank you for the 1,000 bits as well. You all are too kind. No Simian Spirit Guide here. 22 lands instead of 21. Filling the list with a random sinkhole that actually did some stuff. Maze Mine Tomes, and then getting rid of that Seasoned Pyromancer. After all, we're not digging for answers. We're just jamming the answers. Rabblemaster fits there. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the 5 subs gifted from Butcher. Welcome Mid-Phase Math Rules, Double B, O-Kings, and Hurlman. We even tossed in 3 Dragon's Claws and it came up. It was required. Oh my gosh, heebie-jeebies. Everybody. 5-0 with the Red Prison. We'll get through these thank yous. And that's your list, YouTube. That's going up on YouTube. You know it is. Hype train away. Ellis, thank you for the 100. Welcome, Barwick, Mr. Lades, Tulrus, Mean Fanny Pack, and Eggy Benny. Heebie-jeebies, thank you. Butcher Dean, thank you. And that'd be it. I feel like we should dance. We don't have any music, but we could think of your favorite music and be like, ah, yeah. Red Prison's still a thing.